Hello and welcome to another week of GeoGuessr Co-op Fun. This week I am joined by Close247, which some of you might know from Reddit League. He was a Division 4 player last season and got promoted for this one. And this was pretty much his first co-op game in GeoGuessr. He said he practiced like one game on the day before we recorded this, but not in any serious way. But the game in and of itself was a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed recording it.
So how do we start? Or
Do you
we start?
you get to choose. You're the newcomer, so to speak. So you can choose whether you want to start in game or on the map first.
Okay, actually, I would prefer in-game because I think
Okay.
probably you are better at finding stuff on the map.
Yeah,
So
that's often like if you're new to this, it's a bit unusual. Trying to find stuff just based off descriptions. Yeah, you're probably more used to going around GeoGuessr. So yeah, let's start like that. So
right.
I'm going to count down, and you can start the game in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, loading a bit slow. So we're in a rainy part of Europe at the moment,
Okay.
and great. First sign is blurred.
Sounds like Lithuania.
Potentially, actually, doesn't sound too unrealistic, but I have more signs here, so I'm hoping.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I think it's more likely to be Estonia.
Okay.
So we have a sign for the A4, uh, white letters on red background,
Okay.
and the A4 leads towards the south to Truskininkai, Gardinas, and Hrodna.
Okay.
And
Can
one
you?
of them is in BY, which I'm not entirely sure, but might be Belarus.
That might be Belarus. Yeah, but yeah, that means we're in Latvia because Estonia doesn't have a border with Belarus.
Yeah, true. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I was just thinking Druskininkai sounded kind of Finnish, so it might have been Estonian, but yeah, you're right. So yeah, A4, and it's crossing another road, which is unfortunately blurred on the sign again.
Actually,
But
you know
it
what?
seems like the A4 is going to the south and probably also to the east.
You know
And
what?
there's
I might
a
have
yellow
been.
road.
Go on.
Yeah, there's a yellow road going to the north.
Can you see the number of it, or is that blurred?
No, that's the blurred part.
Okay.
But I now have a distance to Ruskininkai, which is 28 kilometers.
Yeah, I can tell you I was right. It's Lithuania.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
I
cool.
see Druskin in
And
Kai.
and Alitus is 31 kilometers to the north. So
Okay, so we're between
Ruskininkai
those. Yeah.
28 to the south and Alitus 31 to the north.
Are you at where you are right now? Is that a roundabout?
No, it's an
Okay.
intersection with two relatively big roads coming together with kind of split lanes towards the intersection.
Okay. I could be that one. There's like 2 intersections I think that would make sense.
Okay, I now have another place name that's very close. Merkine is 1 kilometer to the west.
How do you spell that?
Merkine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that somewhere. I can't see that either of the locations I was thinking of.
Oh, I think I can now read the number of the yellow road on one
Okay.
side, which is 133.
133.
Unfortunately, when I come closer, it's getting
Okay,
blurred.
yeah, I see it. Oh yeah, I have to
Okay.
zoom in very far for Merkine. And
Yeah, and
that
we are
is
right at that intersection of A4 and 133,
okay.
and we are on the eastern part of it.
Okay, because to me that was the roundabout I was first telling you about.
Okay.
It's a roundabout for me on the map. I don't know if
Maybe by now.
yeah. Do you have a gas station to the northwest of where you are?
Not immediately visible.
Okay.
There's a bus stop at north.
Hmm. I mean,
Goes into very much farmland.
There's only one intersection between the A4 and the 133, but it also looks like Merkine is a pretty big city. So if you
Okay.
can you follow the 133 to the west?
Yeah, just a moment. I just followed the A4 to the north. So it says Märkine and Lazdijai, in case that helps.
Um,
The 133.
I can't see the other one right now.
And I also have a sign towards Vilnius now,
Yeah.
east. But
Okay.
that's probably obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go
Okay,
west.
so I'll follow it to the west a bit. So I'm passing a bus stop at first,
Okay.
then directly coming into a village which has a blurred name,
Okay.
unfortunately. But it has small cycle paths separated by little streams on both sides of the road. So maybe
Okay.
they are also on the map.
No, I can't see them.
I'm passing a soccer field towards the south of the road.
Interesting. Yeah, you should get to the city center of Merkine this way.
Yeah, and it should only be 1 kilometer. So I guess I'm already kind of in there. Now I'm at a police checkpoint that probably doesn't have.
No, I can't see that on the map.
The car came through without problems. But okay, I'm actually coming towards the church, and that is the first place where the road kind of bends towards the north.
Okay. Yeah, that sort of still
There's basically
makes sense.
a church where the road would continue if it went straight, but it's going north instead, and there's a little supermarket south of the church, Iki.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see that. Okay, so yeah, you're in the center of Merkine now.
Okay, it's not a huge city actually.
Okay, yeah.
It's very rural, but yeah. Then from that, you just follow the main road towards the east
Okay.
until you reach the A4, I assume.
All right,
Or
let's go with that. Take your map.
yeah.
And zoom into the south of Lithuania. You might see Druskininkai at the border with Belarus, and then just go sort of follow the A4 north
Okay.
until it hits.
I see A4 and 133.
Yeah, and that's a roundabout to me on the map. Let me just have a quick look. Just turning around. Yeah, it kind of looks like it might be, like it might have been changed into a roundabout now. That doesn't look.
Yeah, I see it must be there actually. But I'm also irritated by the gas station and the roundabout.
Yeah.
And also 129 was not mentioned on any of the signs, but it might have been just blurred. So yeah, on that we are on the east side.
Yeah. We're just gonna go there and, well, if it's wrong, then I don't know.
Probably in the roundabout, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other houses towards the north, they do look correct.
They do fit.
Just the gas station might be new at the roundabout.
Yeah. All right. Okay, sure. So you've got your
I
pin.
could, to be sure, I could go to the south and check if there's this lake and river.
No, if at the point where basically I tell you to take them up, and I direct you to it, that at that point you can't move anymore.
Okay.
At that point, we're basically locked in, and you can make like slight adjustments, like 100 meters or so, if the point was wrong, but you can't, check anything else anymore, basically.
Okay. Then, yeah.
Yep.
I guess we're sure enough.
Okay, so we're gonna guess.
So I go within the roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
All right.
Was the right place.
Yeah.
All
good.
Right. Next
Just
one.
the roundabout is good. Okay, then I switch to Google Maps.
Right. It looks like we're in a similar part of the world again. I want to say Norway.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to check to make sure. There's not many signs at the start. We start south of a big body of water, but I think it's more likely to be like a lake or a big river rather than the ocean. Okay. It could also be a fjord or something like that. There's really not a lot of signs. Trying to find a road. Yeah, that does look like Norwegian. And we're in a city, not a huge one, but big enough that if I do find the city name eventually, you might be able to find it on the map. Or either of us might know it.
Norway are always the road numbers as they are kind of logical.
What does that say? That's not helpful. Problem with Norway and road numbers is that you usually don't find them a lot in the city.
Yeah.
What about this way? There's a stadium 200 meters south, north of me. Very helpful, I know. Okay, I'll...
Not yet, but maybe later.
Okay, I think I'll go towards the west and try to get out of the city that way. And hope that there is an exit to the city that way. It's also loading a bit slow right now, but that'll be fine. What does that say? Narvik. There we go.
How's it called?
Narvik. Narvik.
Okay.
Pretty far north in Norway.
Yeah, I've seen it. I had.
Okay. And we start right along the water. The water is to the north of us. And we start in front of a building called Barnehagen Victoriahaven. So near near the port, actually.
Do you have a street name?
Not here. I can go and look for one. Yeah, to the east, sort of the I could say the city ends. There's like barely any houses anymore, and then it takes a turn to the southeast, and yeah. There's also like to the far northeast. There's a bridge, a pretty big one that goes across the water.
Okay, yeah, I see that one.
Okay, that at least means we're in the right place.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one.
I don't see the stadium you mentioned. Or maybe I do. Yeah, I have the stadium.
Okay,
so that
stadium,
was the west.
Yeah, the stadium was quite a bit west. I've got a street name here, which is Hamsunsvej. That is.
And in which direction is that going?
That goes north-south,
I have it. Yeah.
Okay, and from there you sort of follow it along the river to the west, and then eventually there's one road, like pretty much as soon as the the river kind of, well, how to explain that? The land sort of goes a bit more towards the north into the river, and there's
Yeah.
sort of a small port there with a road leading to it. And
Yes.
yeah, and to the south of the road, there's this building called Banehagen, Victoria Haven.
Unfortunately, doesn't have a POI, I think.
Okay.
You probably have to go with kind of the roads how they go.
But it should be pretty clear with that. It's pretty much the first road going north alongside that road.
Alongside.
You know, along this whole road that we've been following from Hamsens Way along the river, basically the first road after that long stretch following the river that goes north.
So the one that actually goes to the port, basically.
Yes, we're right at that.
At the intersection.
Yep.
And if you go east from the start, is there a small road coming in from the right?
From the right is a bit of a.
So from the south.
Basically. Yeah, there's one road coming from the south. Yeah.
Which is kind of at an angle and is a one-way street.
Yes, it's a one-way street.
Okay, great. Yeah, then I think it's clear.
Okay.
There's definitely no building at all in Google Maps, actually.
Interesting. Yeah. So,
but from the roads, it should be unique enough.
I'll take my map. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious. I've found it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just to
switch
confirm.
back to GeoGuessr now and go right into the map, right?
Yeah. And just to confirm, that is on Strandveien, and to our west we've got Furuveien, and to our east we've got Peter Dasvej.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, and Peter Dasvej is this one-way road I was asking about.
That fits.
Okay.
All right. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Yep. Guess in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice.
Okay. 6 meters.
I think I had 6 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much the same place. Okay. So I continue to the next one. So we are in South Korea.
Oh God. South Korea is not fun for this mode.
Yes, and I don't envy you with having to look at the map, especially. So we are in a city.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah, and an intersection. So towards the south, there's Seoraksan National Park and Seorak Sunrise Park.
Okay, let me just write that down. Seoraksan National Park.
Sunrise.
Okay.
No, sorry, it's Seoraksan, like sun as in the Korean SAN, and also Seorak Sunrise, the English sun this time.
Okay.
Park. And Sokcho Beach. And what's interesting here is that they have also added a Russian translation here. I have no idea if that narrows it down at all, but
that's weird.
Yeah,
it would make sense. It would make sense if it was North Korea, but South Korea?
Yeah, I don't think it is. And there is towards the south the Cheongcho Lake Park.
Can you spell that?
CHEONGCHOHO Lake Park.
Okay. So is that the one thing you said was a beach, right? Is that the same direction as the lake?
I have another one, which is a lighthouse.
Oh, so we're probably close to the sea.
Yeah, seems so, but unfortunately they are two different directions. So either we are on a peninsula or the road turns around somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, I know road numbers are hard to find in Korea, but I have one, if that helps, which is a 7 in a blue kind of oval to Gangneung and Yangyang.
Gangneung. And yeah, I see those. Gangneung and Yangyang. Now
Okay, that goes towards the west from where we are.
Okay. Typical, I see the 6 and the 7. Okay, good. The 7 is what I'm looking for, so that's... For some reason,
Yeah, that's great.
I'd already replaced it with the 5 in my head. I don't know why. Yeah, so I see the 7 and I see Yangyang and Gangneung.
Yeah. By the way, towards the south, I now see a huge skyline, so lots of skyscrapers, but kind of in the distance.
Okay.
Just over the water, actually. There is water.
Okay.
But more of a bay or river towards the south of where we are.
Mm-hmm. The problem is the 7 is very long. Pretty much covers most of the east coast of South Korea.
Okay.
Probably the best thing would be to find the city name where we are.
Yes, that's always the best part. Not always the easiest.
Yeah.
However, what might be helpful is that I think the sea is to the east. But you said East Coast anyway, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, it doesn't help me too much.
Yeah, I actually also see towards the west there's some mountains, and well, lots of water. So we're really directly at the sea, but that's not the biggest news. There were signs towards the Travel Expo Center, and I'm hoping if I arrive there that it might have the city name somewhere. I'm now International Travel Expo Gangwon.
Okay.
So in 1999 there was apparently here in Gangwon. That should be the city name.
That's interesting because I just found the Seoraksan National Park in a city called Sokcho.
Okay. I mean, this says International Travel Expo Gangwon Memorial Hall, so maybe they are just memorizing it here, but that would be weird.
Maybe that's also the name of the memorial hall. It has nothing to do with the city name.
Maybe, but
yeah, I think
sounds like it. There's a very weird tower that looks like it could be famous, but unless you know any famous towers in Korea,
no, unfortunately. The worst thing about South Korea is not even just that the map is terrible, but also that all of the POIs on the map, except for supermarkets, are in Korean.
Yeah.
So even if there was a tower somewhere in the city, or even with the memorial hall, I can't find it. Although suspiciously there is a POI for a Paris baguette here. That is in English as well.
Okay, I didn't see that yet.
Okay, let me know if you do.
Have you found a Sokcho anywhere? Because that might actually be the city name.
Sokcho is the city name. I said earlier that Seoraksan National Park is next to.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's forget about this memorial hall because I found a bus stop that also has Sokcho quite prominently featured. So
there's actually a street here called Expo Ro. So that's probably close to the memorial.
Might be good. So we are definitely west of this International Travel Expo thing.
There's actually a lot of street names here. So if you find street names, that might already be enough.
Okay, then I think I'll go back to the start. Because otherwise the street names don't help immediately. Yeah. And there's also Starbucks and McDonald's here, but if the POIs are all in Korean, then yeah, whatever. Good. So we are on Gyeodong-ro.
Okay, just for safety, spell it, please.
Yes, it's Gyo
Okay.
DONG minus RO.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
So yeah,
And
so
there's no
that's
number.
where we are at. Sorry.
Yeah, there's okay. There's a couple of roads that have that name.
Okay, great. Then maybe the road we're intersecting with helps. It's Jungang-ro.
Jungang.
That's JUNGANG minus RO.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. From your starting point, do you have to the southeast of that junction? Do you have a supermarket or something called By the Way?
How far?
Right at the junction, sort of to the southwest. Sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's Pan Bread and Dr. Box.
Never mind that. Then from the junction, go southeast this time. Is there a Domino's Pizza?
Actually, I'm having a hard time going southeast because it's very much north-south.
Okay.
But I go south a bit. There's some scooter dealership.
Okay.
But I don't see a Domino's Pizza.
Interesting.
But going south, I actually reached the water after like 3 blocks or 4.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. If from your starting junction, if you go north, do you get to sort of a split up, almost like a T junction?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, I have another road going to the right, a smaller one.
Yeah.
Then there's a parking lot on the left, and then there's the T junction.
Yeah. Okay, then I know where you are. And
also towards the east, that splits up again, basically.
Yeah. And you started at that junction, right? Between Gyeodong
at
and
the
Jungang.
junction south of that T junction.
Okay, then take your map.
Yeah.
And go to the northeast of South Korea. So technically one of the closest places to Russia, I guess, in South Korea.
Yeah, I see Sokcho there.
Yeah. And go towards, in the city center, there's the Jeongcho-ho Lake. And towards the northeast of that, probably the By the Way supermarket stands out the most at that junction.
By the way, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the junction. But there's no By the Way supermarket.
Yeah, wait. Let me just see that.
And we are basically in the northwestern corner. So basically where the By the Way.
Basically in the middle of the junction. We've got 100 meters leeway or so. We're close enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I clicked already.
All right, that's fine. Then I'll click as well. And I'll go into the next round. Oh, Hauptbahnhof. That looks like, well, I want to say Germany, but it could technically be Switzerland. It's definitely not Austria.
Okay.
So that would have probably been a better round for you to have. But, oh, Stuttgart.
Okay. I know where Stuttgart is. I think I'll find the Hauptbahnhof. Yeah, I have it.
And we are right in the street called, I think that's Laufenschlagerstraße or Lauten. I don't know if that's an F or a T. That's like south of the train station.
Okay, south of the train station is called Annenklettplatz actually for me. Lautenschlagerstraße. Lautenschlagerstraße.
Okay. And there's like a restaurant called Blockhaus here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just...
It has actually survived the last 13 years apparently. It's still there.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good.
And yeah, we are sort of in between that restaurant and the main street here.
Okay, so there's actually some underpass or something to the east, probably, right?
Yeah, it sort of looks like the entrance to a subway or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good. Then that was
Yeah.
straightforward. So do you need directions on the map?
I think I see the train station. No, I don't. There's the blockhouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got it. So just tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, let me just zoom in.
Mm.
I've actually been to this place before.
Nice.
Like not inside blockhouse or anything, but they're on the street in front of. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, then guess in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice.
All right. Good. Then I'll take the next, which is already the last one, I think.
Yeah.
And we are in Japan.
Okay. You get all the fun rounds.
Yeah, not sure if that's the fun one. So we're in a city again.
Okay.
At least that's something. This Creole Cafe, which is the only place with English letters here. Barbecue restaurant, 7-Eleven. Okay, and then there are some helpful road signs. I hope they're helpful. So there's the 10 road, and in this kind of triangular sign to Saiki Oita.
Oita, I know Oita. I don't know where it is, but I know it.
Okay. And it crosses the 32 in this kind of 6, what is called hexagon, to Beppu station.
Okay, so we are. What was the name in the hexagon again? The number, I mean.
Beppu 32.
32. Okay.
10 meets 32.
Yeah. I'm looking at these things right here. I'm just looking for the 32. So do you think, considering it leads towards Beppu station, that we are in Beppu?
It might, yes, probably, because I've now found another sign that goes towards the north. The E10 Higashi Kyushu Expressway and exit 11 Beppu, I think, if I read the sign correctly, is 350 meters from here.
Okay. I just can't find the 32.
There's also water directly to our east.
Okay, that far east.
And a big kind of television tower reading Asahi.
Okay. There's something here called Beppu. Oh, yeah, I found the 32. Right near Beppu Tower and the Beppu train station.
Okay, the Beppu Tower is probably the right one, and we started right north of the Beppu Tower, or northwest.
Oh, yes, I see the Creole Cafe. I think you said that
Yeah,
before.
and we are next to the business next door, which I think is taxi business or something. I'm not sure.
Minato Taxis. Yeah.
It's north of the Creole Cafe.
Yeah. Okay, and you're between those two, or are you
actually on the other side there is a road coming in, and we are right where this road is.
Okay, so you're basically on the main road on the 10, but on the sort of western side of the 10. Near that road that
no,
comes
on the
in.
eastern side.
Okay.
So we are on the eastern side, so where the cafe is, but like at a 90-degree angle from this road that is coming in on the other side.
Okay, yeah. So take your map.
Yeah.
And go to the southwest of Japan in the prefecture of Oita. That's sort of, northeast of Kumamoto.
Kumamoto, yeah. Okay.
And just northwest of Oita is Beppu.
Yes.
And along the coast, you might, in sort of the south part of town, You might see the Beppu Tower or the Beppu train station.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, and there's the
Beppu
Minato
Tower,
taxis.
and then the rest is clear. Yeah, it is a taxi business indeed. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Then ready? Okay. Then we guess in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice.
All right.
All right. I somehow forgot to hit my split time on my timer on one of the rounds. I don't know which one it was, but okay, we got perfect score. So yeah, I'd say that was pretty good for your first co-op game.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, pretty lucky with that Stuttgart round. I think that.
Yeah, that was also the one I forgot to hit the timer on it because it was so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think especially considering we had like South Korea and Japan, I think the seed in and of itself wasn't too easy.
Yeah. Also, I'm very glad we didn't have Latin America. Always takes some time even to identify the country there. So yeah, I
And
think it helped.
glad we didn't have Cyrillic anywhere, other than in South Korea.
Yeah.